Hello students, I am Fred Asibi, your SS1 Mathematics teacher. In today's lesson, I will be teaching on a topic called construction. I said I will be teaching on a topic called construction. Construction. Yes. In today's lesson, I'll be teaching on a topic called construction, as I've just written here. But before I proceed, I want you to look at the objective of today's lesson. The objective of today's lesson is that at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define construction. 2. Construct a perpendicular line. And 3. Construct some special angles and bisect a given angle. Remember I told you 1. The objective. 1. Number 1 I told you earlier, I said you'll be able to define construction. That's the definition of construction. Number 2, after the definition of construction, you should be able to construct a perpendicular line. Construction of perpendicular line. And 3, you should be able to construct some special angle. Construction of special angle. Of some special angles. And bisection of a given angle. Yes, these are the objectives of today's lesson. 1, you should be able to define the construction. You know the definition of construction. You should be able to construct a perpendicular line. And 3, you should be able to construct some special angles and bisection of a given angle. These are the objectives of today's lesson. Now let's start with definition of construction. Now construction in geometry means to draw shapes, angles or lines accurately by using only compass, straight edge, that's the ruler, and a pencil. Construction, let me come again, in geometry means to draw shapes, angles or lines accurately by using only compass. This is a compass, straight edge or ruler, this is a ruler, and a pencil. It means when you're constructing, it means these 3 things I'm holding now are the basic things or the necessary things you're supposed to use for your construction. So once again, construction in geometry simply means to draw shapes, angles or line accurately by using compass, straight edge or ruler, and a pencil. That's what construction is. Every construction starts with a point. Yes, every construction starts with what? A point. Now, what is this point? A point is a location. It means that a point occupies a position. It has no size. That means it has no magnitude. That means that it has no magnitude, that it has no width, it has no length or depth. And it is shown with what? A dot. That you can show a point by a dot. And you can name a point by letters. Yes, when you talk about a point, this is a point. The point can be shown with a dot. As it is now, in fact, a point is non-dimensional. It doesn't have length. It cannot be measured. It doesn't have width. It has no depth. So it's non-dimensional. So this is a point. It is shown with what? A dot. That's what a point is. And not only that a point is shown with a dot, it is also named by letters. You can call this point A. When you make another point here, call it point what? B. So that's what a point is. Now, having known what a point is, let us go to line. Line is another thing that is very, very important in construction. Construction lines, as people call it. So what is a line? A line is a narrow path between 2 points. So when you talk about a line is a narrow path between 2 points. Or you can also define it as the shortest distance between 2 points. Remember, we have point A here, we have point B. So the shortest distance between these points is this narrow path. So this is what a line is. So once again, a line is a narrow path between 2 points, or it is the shortest distance between 2 points. So that's what a line is. Now let's go to, having known the construction, the definition of construction. Now let's go to construction of a perpendicular. A perpendicular. Now I know some of you will be asking, what is this perpendicular? Now a perpendicular is a line which meets a given line at right angle. A perpendicular is a line which meets a given line at right angle. It means that the angle between these two lines, they are what? 90 degrees. The angle between the two lines is 90 degrees. So that means when a line AB meets another line like CB, CD, and they make 90 degrees, it means this is a perpendicular. That is 90 degrees. So when they meet each other, they will make 90 degrees. Sometimes it's always shown in this way. This is a perpendicular. So that's what a perpendicular is. So a perpendicular is a line which meets a given line at right angle. And the angle between the lines is 90 degrees. Now let's look at how a perpendicular can be constructed. Remember, the subtopic there is construction of a perpendicular line. So how can we construct a perpendicular line? Now, we have to take the following step. We are going to take the following step. Yes. The following are the steps I'm going to take to construct a perpendicular. Now, before we construct a perpendicular, I have my drawing instruments. You can see the mathematical set or the mathematical instruments. It contains all the instruments needed for this drawing. But remember, when I defined construction, I told you that construction is drawing of shapes, line, and angles by using only compass. This is compass. Straight edge, that's the ruler. And the what? Pencil. These are the basic things we are going to use. Now, this protractor here is not part of the thing. But the only thing we are going to use this protractor is to find out if actually we are in line, whether we are still doing the right thing. Because any angle we measure, I will not just tell you that this is the angle. You just say, okay, how do I prove it? So you have to check this out by using the protractor. So let's still keep protractor as one of our instruments. Now, let's start constructing the perpendicular line. How is it done? Now, number one step, draw a given straight line. Let's say line AB should be 10 centimeters. Use your metric rule. This is my drawing. You draw from this point. Draw 10 centimeters. This is from here, from this point to this point. We are 10. That's from this point to this point is 10 centimeters. I hope you're all doing it, students. Yes, that's it. So from here to here, from this point here to this point is 10 centimeters. So you can indicate that with a letter. Remember, there are 2 points. This is a straight line. This shortest distance between 2 points is a line. So this is a straight line. And I told you those points are indicated or denoted with letters. They are named by letters. Now, having done this, now the next one is to mark the given point where you want the perpendicular. Maybe any part of this place now. along this line AB. You can decide to take your perpendicular, but I want to take it maybe from C. Maybe I want to take my perpendicular from along that AB at this 5 centimeter. You can do that. Let this point where I want to perpendicular to occur be my point C. I hope you're all saying that now. So you mark out the given point C. Now with center C at any convenient radius, you center at C at any convenient radius. Any convenient radius means you can expand this into your own convenience, any size you want. Don't tell, I know some of you will be wondering, sir, what is the size I will take? No. It's not necessary. It's at your own convenience. So you just have to take the distance. Now by doing this, you now center C with any convenient radius, draw a semicircle. You are going to draw a semicircle. Semicircle. I hope you're all doing it. It's a semicircle. That's half of a circle is a semicircle. I hope it's drawn. I hope you're all following. So that's exactly what it is. So having done this, this is a semicircle. We have drawn the semicircle. Remember, I told you we have to indicate the points because they are very, very important. They are the point positions we have to take for other things we are going to do on it. So indicate here, since we have written A, B, C, here should be our D and E. I hope it's noted. I hope you're doing it. As I'm doing it, just make sure you're following, students, because it's a practical something. It's not something you just watch and then keep your finger crossed. Now, the next thing you're going to do now, having done this, or drawn the semicircle, the next thing is add center D and E. That is, at the center D and E, and any convenient radius, draw an arc to intersect at a particular point. That point now should be the next letter. That's F. At center D, this is center D, and any convenient radius. Maybe I will decide to take from here. Draw an arc. Make sure if you're drawing that, taking this radius, don't change it. Maintain the same radius. So you can do that by holding the edge so that, attention, some of you will be shaking your hand now, you will not get it correctly. So hold it at this point, move it this point, center it at E with the same radius, cross that form an arc. So they will now intersect at a point. That point of intersection is another point. Remember, you have A, B, C, D, E. This point now should be our next letter. That is what? F. Now, having done this, now the next thing you're going to do is to draw the line. Draw a line C to F. Draw the line C to F. Draw the line C to F. So a line should be drawn from line C to F. Make sure you place the edge of the rule at those points C and F. This is point C. This is point F. Draw a line through these points. I hope you have done that. Please don't create double lines, because these are some of the things we'll consider when we are marking. If it's double line, if it appears double line, it means you're not doing the correct thing. It has to be a single straight line. That's why you have to sharpen your pencil to the conical point. So as you can see, we have drawn this line. So this line drawn from C to F to this point of intersection, that's at F here, is the perpendicular line. Remember I told you what a perpendicular is? They make 90 degrees. So at this point, we should expect here to be 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So how do you do that? How do you know that it is 90 degrees? You can check that out by using your protractor. Remember I told you the essence of using the protractor is to check whether if you're correct or not. So you place your protractor, make sure the thick line is running through this AB. The thick line runs through what? AB, and the 90 is running through it. You find out that this is very, very correct. This is very, very correct. It's perfect. So you can see the thick line is running through this line AB, and the vertical one is running. You can see that this is 90. If you count here, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90 degrees. The graduated marks stops where the line runs through now among these graduated marks is 90 degrees. Means this is a perpendicular line. So that's it for that perpendicular line. So we'll be going into the next topic. That's the next subtopic. There is the construction of some special angles. When you talk about special angles are angles like 60, 30, 90 degrees, and 45. These are what we call the special angle. They are just like the standard angles. And you know, standard angles, one thing about standard angles, they are angles that can be drawn with set squares. So let's look at these special angles. Now, to start with, let us know what an angle is. An angle is formed when two straight lines meet at a point. So when two straight lines meet at a point, an angle is what? Formed. So how do we construct angle 60? How to construct angle 60? Now, what are the steps? Now, to construct angle 60 using a pair of compass, we have to take the following steps. Let's follow up this procedure. 1, draw a line AB, 10 centimeter. Let us take 10 centimeter. Line AB, 10 centimeter. I want to construct angle 60 degrees. How to construct angle 60 degrees? From this point, you draw 10 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. From this point to this point, 10 centimeter. So you can indicate it just as we have done before. This is point A. This is point B. So this is what you have to do. That's the first step you have to take. Now the next one is to indicate point C anywhere on this AB. Indicate point C anywhere on this line AB. That point C tells you that's where you want to form your angle. You can decide to form your angle from this point. You can decide this point, any position you want to take. This one doesn't require any measurement except you are told to do so. So this time along this line AB, find where you can locate your point C. You have to form the 60 degrees required. So to indicate a point C, you can indicate point C anywhere on line C. Let me indicate mine here. This is point C, where I want my angle 60 degrees to be formed, or to construct my 60 degree. This is my point C. So with center C and any convenient radius, you center at C. What I mean by center at C is you use this point as a point of axis to draw your arc. At center C, at any convenient radius, draw an arc to cut at D. Remember the next letter there should be D. With center C, draw an arc. Maybe you want to choose. I know some of you will be asking, what dimension are you going to take? No, I say at your convenient radius. Radius means the space you're going to create here. So at your convenient radius, so let us draw. I want to take mine here. We'll still get the same result, whichever this radius you want to create. At your own convenience, you still get the same result. Now you draw an arc. This is an arc. Alright, seeing it? It's an arc. Now having done this, in order not to make mistake, you hold it at this point. This point is your center D, but don't write just because of avoid compressing this radius, because we are using the same radius. At center point D here, draw another arc to cross the previous one. You see it. It has been done. So you now can name it. So what it means at point center D, at point D here, that's where we centered it. And the same radius, we drew an arc to cut to bisect the previous one at this point. So this point now, we can call it at E. You know, we have A, B, C, D. Here should be our E. This is point E. We can call here point E. This point of intersection of the two arcs. Now, having done this, you join this. You have to join these two CE. You have to join these 2 points. Remember, this is the point of intersection. This is the point C. Join it, produce the line there. I hope you can see what is done there. So this is A, B, C, D, E. You can call this also F if you want to. So this is angle. The angle here we have just done is angle 60 degrees. I say it's angle what? 60 degrees. It's angle what? 60 degrees. Now the next thing we're going to do now is to find out if actually what we did is correct. Remember, I told you the essence of this instrument is to measure the angle to see whether we are in line. Because this thing, take it to any part of the world, wherever. Once this procedure is followed, you must get the same result. You will also confirm or agree with me if you're following up this practical. So by doing this, now let us see whether if actually the angle constructed is 60 degrees. That's angle FCB. Whether it is 60 what? Degrees. Now make sure this line runs through this 0 point. Are you all seeing it now? The line AB should be running on that thick line in your protractor. Then make sure it here the 90 is runs perpendicular. Then find out where this line. Find out where this line, which we have just drawn now, whether it is actually running through 60 degrees. Now if you look at it properly, look at it. We have 0 here. Remember, angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. That's the angle AB here. The angle that runs starts from 0 here to 180 degrees. Now let's look at where this line runs. From this 0 point, this is 10 degrees. This is 0. This is 10 degrees. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You see, the line is running exactly at 60 degrees, meaning the angle constructed here is 60 degrees. So it is 60 what? Degrees. So that's how angle 60 degrees is constructed. Yes, having seen the construction of 60 degrees, now the next thing or the next subtopic there is bisection. And what do we mean by bisection? To bisect a given angle. What does it mean? Now, to bisect a given angle simply means to divide the angle into two equal angles. To divide the angles into two equal angles. It means if you divide this 60 by 2, you get what? 30. You divide the 90 by 2, you get 45. So bisection simply means to divide any given angle into two equal angles. So let us start with how to bisect angles 60 degrees. So it means when angle 60 degrees is bisected, it will give us 30 degrees. Now, let us see how this is going to be done. Now, to construct the bisector of 60 degrees, you draw the same thing. Already we have done that here. You draw the line AB. This time we have to be fast because I think everybody can do it now. You have to be a bit faster. Draw the line AB, which is 10 centimeter. AB. Remember, we are just repeating what we have just done here. At any convenient point, choose your where you want to form the angle you want to bisect, because it's 60 you want to do. So we can call here C. We're just repeating the same thing. It's like we're just doing a recap of what we've just finished now. So choose any convenient radius. I'm choosing mine here. I hope you have done that now. Then with the same radius, at this center, which is your center D, point D, bisect it. So having done this, what it means is that this is your D. If you have A, B, C, D, this is your what? E. That's at the point of intersection. Now this point of intersection, you join it. I'm constructing the 60 degrees. So those of you who wants to go through it once again, it's an opportunity for you to go through it. The kind of revision for what we've just done. Then indicate at this end of the line as your F. Now these are our 60 degrees. You see sharply, you can see how it is done now. It is still the same 60 degrees. Are you all seeing that now? The same line is running through 60 degrees. There's no magic about it. It's just something real. Once you follow the instructions and steps, it gives you the same result. Take it anywhere. So the protractor, you can see, it's still giving us 60 degrees. Now the next thing is to bisect it. Remember I told you bisection is about dividing any given angle into two equal angles. Now to bisect this, what you have to do now is you already, as you can see now, you can choose. This is the point now. We can say, let us say this place is our 60 degrees. The 60 degrees form. The angle here is 60 degrees. Now, at point E, choose a convenient radius. At center E, choose a convenient radius. Are you seeing it now? Then, draw an arc. I hope you're doing that now. I hope all of you are doing it. You're following up there. Yeah, I believe. Now, the next one, at center, you center it at D. Draw another arc to cut the previous arc. So now we have A, B, C, D, E, F. This one will be what? G. At this point of intersection of these arcs, you can call it point what? G. Then join CG. This is point C. This is point G. So we can draw a straight line. Draw point CG. Now this line we drew now have bisected these two angles. It means here is 30 degrees, here is 30. You know, 30 plus 30 will give us the 60 degree we just constructed. So this angle formed here, GCB, is 30 degrees. So let us check that out. Let's check it out and find out if actually it is 30 degrees. You place your protractor, make sure this vertical line runs here. And then at this point, place this other one here. Are you all seeing that now? You can see this is perfect. This is perfect. This is completely perfect. You can see how the line is running. Look at it. You see the 0, 10, 20, 30. At 30 degrees, that's where the line is running. Look at it, it's just running exactly. The thick line is running through towards 30. This is the former 60 degrees we constructed. You can see the angle formed there, 0 degrees, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees. The line CG is running through 30 degrees. It means we have succeeded in constructing what? Angle 30 degrees. The angle, remaining angle here should be 30, and 30 plus 30 will give us the 60 degrees initially constructed. So that's exactly what it is. So that's how to bisect a given angle. Yeah. So before I call it a day in today's lesson, I believe that you must have understood the definition of a construction, the construction of a perpendicular line, and construction of some special angle like 60 degrees we just constructed, and how to bisect, and bisection of the angle inside 30 degrees we just got from 60. So that's it in that situation, in that construction. So that's where you draw the curtain for today's lesson. For any question with respect to today's topic, please call me on plus 234 8069 373792, or via WhatsApp on the same number 234 8069 373792. So I am Fred Asibe, your SS1 mathematics teacher. Until when next we meet, stay safe.